can tell they were struggling making the schedule because why the fuck would you put those two teams on Monday night? You could have done that on the Sunday afternoon. Like
To be
seriously, what the
fair,
fuck are you doing?
to
Yo,
be fair,
Jess, it's division. You don't like division matchups with the new
I do, but come
jerseys?
on,
With nice
but come on.
jerseys? You don't like navy blue and orange? You don't like that?
Ew.
Well, this is the Get Back, everybody. What's up, everybody? It's late night. Coming off of the heels of Bad Bunny getting announced as the halftime show for the Super Bowl.
Bad Bunny.
I
like
heard
that.
about this rumor like an hour ago, and then I saw on the broadcast for the Sunday Night Football game that they were gonna like announce it, and I'm like, is it really Bad Bunny? Like, I didn't even like put it in my head that it could be him, but it's him, and I'm not biased or anything. I'm not biased, guys. I'm really
No, of
not.
course not.
No. I can't be biased, but I think it's a great fucking decision. I mean, I'm just saying that a lot of Puerto Ricans are across the globe, around the world, are in the States, and we love Bad Bunny. So, what more do you want? I think New York's going crazy right now. The Bronx is having a fucking field day with this information. This is fantastic.
All party cities are.
Yes, I know my sister's having a field day with this information. Yeah, his residency was like the hottest thing since sliced bread. Generated like $400+ million of revenue to Puerto Rico. So, I think, like, why not capitalize on what he got going on already? He's gonna go on a massive world tour, global tour, like. He's doing big things, and like he's not getting paid for this, so this is probably gonna be like for me.
Well, this is gonna cement him.
Yes, and it's like for me, what I think the performance is gonna be is more like sending a message about what he wants to put out into the world about the island, about immigration and what's going on with Latinos in the United States. So I think it's just a good moment for him to like get some shit off his chest and talk his talk and send a message. Yeah, I'm happy. How do you guys feel about it?
I'm
No,
happy.
I'm happy. I have no complaints about it. Look, I don't know a single one of his, and that's okay because I know who he is. I know how important he is to a lot of people. And even though that's the case, it's a halftime show. It's I'm there for for vibes to chill. It's gonna be he's gonna put on a great performance. It's gonna be very impactful, very meaningful to a lot of people. Um, I think as part of it should be as well. I think he has the stage in 15 minutes to do what he wants and spread his message however he wants to spread it. Um, but yeah, I think and he's a global superstar. Like he's not even like an American superstar. He's a global big stage. And the Super Bowl, if anything, is not a global show. Like everybody watches now. So I think we're starting to see maybe a trend away from like the more regional and local based performances and more to expanding more out into like the global scale and getting more reach that way. I think this is a great first pick to do that. And yeah, I mean, I have no problems with it. I absolutely love it, and I'm happy for you because this is your guy. I know he's your guy. I know you're hyped about it. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be vibes, and it should be exciting.
I have to correct Daniel for a quick second.
Here we go.
And I have to do it because I have to stand up for my girlies. The NFL has already done like featuring a Latin artist globally. Y'all are forgetting
J-Lo.
they had Shakira and Jennifer Lopez do the Super Bowl a few years ago.
They did.
And Shakira, not much Jennifer Lopez, but Shakira is huge. And she is an artist who's been around for like 25 years. So she had every right to be on that stage. But I would say Bad Bunny's relevance is a bit bigger than that. Like this is a way bigger moment. No, I'm happy he got it. He deserves it. The NFL, they used to choose people who would have to have like years in the game. Successful, consistent, iconic, like you've had to have made some type of impact on the music culture to hold, like, to be on and because of that, a lot of their acts used to be older. They weren't always like top Billboard. These are people who, like I said, who've been around for 20 years, 25 years, not necessarily, they weren't necessarily appealing to the younger crowds. They were still appealing to their main base, which was older Americans, boomers and like Gen Xers. And it wasn't really until the millennials came through where they realized, oh no, we need to put on more relevant acts. They may not have been out for 10 years, but if they had a couple of number one hits, and now we have the internet and social media that makes them popular, like, they don't need to be, like Daniel said, like homegrown, like American artists. They can be, if you sold out a tour plus a number one album and you're trending consistently across all social media within the last 2-3 years, oh, you probably definitely got offered this deal. Like, do you want to be in the Super Bowl? Because this is amazing, and it's definitely going to cement him. I don't care about all the nasty ass racists out there. Your bitch asses are still going to watch the fucking Super Bowl, and you're going to eat it. So shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck.
That's literally what I said to Daniel. I was like, all these guys being like, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm like, yeah, you will though. Like cut the bullshit.
If you don't watch it, there's 150 million other people that are watching it. No one's gonna miss your sorry bitch ass. Go back, go eat your mom's spaghetti, turn to Wheel of Fortune, get the lotion, go in the bathroom, take care of yourself, get the fuck out the way and let us enjoy the halftime.
Damn, you have to go that far.
Yeah, just let them fucking know, yo. Let them know.
Fucking know.
Let them know, yo.
Let them know what they could do, bro.
Talk your shit, Jess. That's right.
I'm saying some people said the same thing last year with Kendrick. Oh, they're not gonna watch it, and motherfucker, no one missed you. No one missed you. No one. Please. I just feel like it's 2025. You guys have to get over it. This is a money grab for the NFL. Like, it's profit. It's profit over your sorry ass, hating, very pathetic worldview. Like, get over it. The whitest person is not on the Super Bowl this year. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Watch tennis.
All he does is just speak Spanish. Like, come on, guys. Like, it's not that deep for like all these like people making these like insensitive like racist remarks, being like, how are you gonna speak Spanish on a global stage? How are you gonna do it? None of the boomers are gonna understand him. He can't be here. It's like, so what?
Well, the boomers are 1 foot in the grave, so no one.
Yo, and I'm liking that from the NFL because before it used to be all about the boomers, and now they're like, oh, the kids really run shit now. Like, the 25 to 35 crowd really runs the shit, or even less, probably like 20 to 35 runs the shit. Like, the boomers, they're like dwindling. These kids streaming on their phone. They don't just sit at your TV all the time. Like, more young people are watching. Huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say, he is relevant enough that they chose him. They would never pick someone who's not relevant enough.
Jess.
It's
not even the fact that he's like the top like Latino artist. He's now one of the top artists in the world, period. Fuck Latin.
Yeah, of course.
He's like made it out of that.
They see what he's already done, the noise he already made, and his trajectory, and they want to be on that fucking ride.
Hell yeah!
Look, the NFL's making a huge push for overseas viewers to grow their audience, and people are underestimating how many white kids love Bad Bunny and how many people in the United States actually do speak Spanish and who are not Spanish. There's tons of them now.
And so you notice too, like they want to expand it in other markets. Because they've been to Europe, they've done Europe before. They're starting to go into Brazil and South American countries and Mexico. So they're really starting to grow their Latin American as well. This is really going to connect with them as well. So this is just the NFL doing what the NFL does. This is how they do it. They want to grow outside of the U.S. into other areas of the world, and Bad Bunny is now just a part of that machine.
Guys.
And he'll make a statement, and he'll make his music, and he'll make an impact. But he's still part of the machine. That is the NFL and what they do.
Guys, I'm just going to say it. If there's a game in Puerto Rico, are we going?
Yeah.
You tell us. You're the
Oh,
friggin',
we're
you know.
going. We're going.
Yeah,
Number one.
That's your native land. You tell
if
us. Are
there's
we
a
going?
hell yeah, if there's a football game, bro, we're going. Like that's it. I don't care if it's hurricane season. I don't give a fuck.
They wouldn't do it in hurricanes, but I'm down. We can go.
What you mean? The football season's during hurricane season. What you mean? Like,
shit.
yeah.
Well, you know what?
If they do it in November, we can go in November.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, if he has
Hurricane season ends in
if it's an
October.
amazing
That'd be
show,
so good. Oh,
if it's an amazing show and it gets tons of traction afterwards, they probably definitely will put a game in Puerto Rico.
man.
Like, why not? They put one in Mexico, in Brazil. What's wrong with Puerto Rico?
I don't know if there's the
They don't have the infrastructure?
I don't think so. They have like
they might need an 8,000 seat stadium.
They have a coliseum for it, but like I don't think that could fit a football field. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll build one.
They really fucking should.
A football, or unless we get the international division, and Puerto Rico becomes a team, maybe that'll be something. England, Puerto Rico, Brazil, and I don't know, Germany.
Germany. Fuck it. Yep.
They
Oh
make
my
people
god.
play in Miami in the meantime.
They could put it in Miami,
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be pretty.
but that wouldn't make sense.
It wouldn't. Why the fuck are we in
Because
Hard
everyone-
Rock? You know what I mean? Fuck are we doing over here? The fucking
Oh no, guys! Look, if you look to the left and you kind of squint and tilt, it's like Puerto Rico.
got the fucking Bengals and the fucking Titans fucking playing in Miami for no reason.
No, yeah, these are two fan bases with very Puerto Rican heavy populations. Good.
That actually be really funny. But I'm super excited. Shout out to the NFL for doing that. So I guess we'll wait and see for the performance. To grade it and go over and talk about it. So yeah, that was awesome. But you know what else was awesome today? Happened at 1:00 p.m. It was Jackson Dart, his first start ever as an NFL quarterback. And I'm here to grade his performance. I watched every snap this motherfucker took. And I'm here to talk about it. Jackson Dart looked like he knew what he was doing out there. I'm just saying. When it comes to these rookie quarterbacks, we kind of get a sense of like they haven't done it, so they don't know really what to do, so they're just kind of going with the flow. I saw on many of occasions where Jackson Dart looked comfortable at the line of scrimmage, checking out of plays, reading the defense, alert, can, switching plays at the line. And he just looked good out there. Got sacked a couple times, got pressured a couple times, had some off throws, but 13 of 20 for 111 yards and a touchdown, which was a rushing touchdown, by the way. Which, how many rushing yards did he have? This is a big one because I think he had a lot of rushing yards as well. Rushing. Not Cam Scattaboo. No, please, no, please. I have to look up Jackson. There we go. Jackson.
He had 54 rushing yards.
54 rushing yards in this game. He played
on 10 attempts.
Wait, I'm watching the game. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Why is CeeDee Lamb? CeeDee Lamb is injured?
Yes, CeeDee Lamb is hurt. Yeah, he's hurt.
Oh, I just noticed.
He was hurt last week against the Bears.
Yeah, he's gonna be out for like at least a month.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
I
sucks.
forgot. That's terrible.
All
right, sorry. Keep going back to the Giants. I'm sorry.
And Jackson Dart just looked like a competent modern day NFL quarterback, and it was nice to see like agility in the pocket. You know, making plays on the run off script. It looked very, very good from him. And against a Chargers defense that's good, but they don't really have those, like, named players, really. Right? They have Derwin James, but who else are we really naming on that defense besides him? Name it. Come on. Like, and this team, they can't get scored on, right? And What was more impressive about this win was that Jackson Dart did what he should do for this defense to help you win games. He did enough. Because this defense is elite. When it comes down to it, this defense can win you games if you do the fucking bare minimum of effort. That's all you need to do. And Jackson Dart in his first game, no turnovers, only 7 incompletions, ran the ball really well, scored a touchdown, and was moving this offense down the field really well, controlling the game, right? And Brian Daboll after the game hugging him and giving him a kiss on the lips pretty much for being like, oh my God, you fucking saved my ass for like at least 3 weeks. You gave me life. You gave me hope. I told John Mayer that I want to draft you, and I did. And look at it. It resulted in a win against a good team. They're playing the Saints next week. I think Jackson Dart builds upon this. Obviously, they lost a big weapon. We're going to talk about that. But still, you know, going in with another week to game plan against a not so great team, you know, so maybe, you know, we might see him sling the ball a little bit more, and really open up the passing game against the Saints, and still also using his legs, right? I think he looked poised in the pocket. He looked good. He was making plays off script, and he looked ready for that moment, right? I didn't see anything that gave me that he's nervous or that he hasn't been here before. It felt like he's been here before. I mean, he felt too comfortable, to be honest. And that's what shocked me. He was so comfortable in there. And I'm happy because, you know, we got to win. If Russ was playing better, I would want Jackson Dart to sit more. But Russ is fucking hot doo-doo cheeks. So get this motherfucker in the game and see what he could do. Because if not, the season's kaputzed. And he just got you a win and potentially could get you 2 in a row against a struggling New Orleans team. So shout out to Jackson Dart. I'm very happy with his performance. Yeah, this is nice.
I hate my life. I'm sorry. I know you're talking about Jackson Dart, and that was great. How am I losing to Meredith in fantasy? I fucking hate fantasy. I fucking hate this shit.
Jake
Why didn't
Ferguson
put in
touchdown.
Ashton Genty
Let's
45 fucking points?
Oh no, she left Genty on the bench. Oh fuck. You know what? Yeah, I would have too, and I would have ate that as well. Damn, that sucks.
Like, I'm so I fucking hate, like, how? And one of her players were out, and she still found a way to, like, what the fuck? I'm fucking done with fantasy. I'm not changing any more players. I'm not touching my bench. I don't care if they're out, if they're injured.
Jess.
I'm done. I'm done. What?
You're insecure. I don't know before.
What the hell are you talking about?
Listen,
why would I not be? Why would I not be? Look at this.
You're turning heads when you walk through the door, or you know, sometimes you don't need makeup to cover up. That's all I'm saying. Everyone else in the room can see it. Everyone else but you. Hate to say that.
Lewis, tell him to shut up.
Daniel, come on, Daniel, please.
Look,
Everyone knows. Just know I'm losing.
You just gotta go in one backwards direction. That's it.
I'm 82 points.
Okay. All right, Daniel. What did you think about Jackson Dart's performance during this game?
Yeah, I mean, I think, look, I agree with you. I was definitely impressed by how composed and how mature he was. But at the same time, too, you have to remember, too, this is a 4-year college course. So he had a lot of time. He played a lot in college. He didn't sit at all. And he played a lot of Ole Miss as well. So it's not like he wasn't truly like a young guy. So he did have a lot of poise, and Brian Daboll seemed to really work with him well during the offseason. And he maybe doesn't have the full playbook by Mike Kafka, but you could see Mike Kafka has certain plays designed for him specifically that he knows he can do. So you can see the offense of the Giants is already 10 times better. But I think, that's the first takeaway, is that Jackson Dart looked really good, looked really impressive. I don't think we'll see it, a lot. I think this is definitely a start. I think he's still going to be a rookie. There's going to be games further on, especially when we play against tougher defense like the Eagles coming up. That's going to be in the Vikings. Those are going to be really tough defenses to match up against. So we'll see how he does in that. But I think another takeaway you take away from this game is that this defense continues to play really well. Like this Giant defense is going under the radar as one of the best defenses in the NFL right now. Like the way that their pass rush is getting, like Justin Herbert had no chance in this. He had no breathing room. I don't know the exact numbers, but his drop back numbers, and they lost Joe Alt, which was a big loss for the Chargers. But that defensive line was just all over Justin Herbert's entire game. Marion Hampton got his, but still, holding the Charger offense to 18 points and then the Chiefs 18 points and consistently holding teams to almost under 20 points a game is super impressive and super hard to do in the NFL. So I think this defense is really a big talking point for the Giants and how underrated it is at times. The secondary especially. But I think you're seeing a continuous thread with the Giants that their defense is playing really well. They're leaning on, their great pass rush. And it's allowing, like you said, the offense, who was very lackluster, very devoid of firepower, able to do just enough to at least win you games, especially at home and especially against, you're able to compete against great teams with a defense that, right? And I think Cam Scatterbo deserves a shout out. He played really good. He was really great in the game as well.
Speed running CTE. I love that, man. That's how a white man run the football. That's right.
So, yeah, I think what you saw was what this Giant identity is, right? It's very much going to leaning on their defense when they need to and when they're going to have to. And this offense just doing just enough and creating enough plays to win games and scoring enough points to win games. Now, is that sustainable? No, it's not. It's absolutely not sustainable. But I have something here in Jackson Dart, who is, by all standards, the next John Elway, the next Dan Marino. He's the next Tom Brady. I mean, he's already a Hall of Famer at this point. This kid is one of the greatest of all times, and he's going to lead the Giants to 6 Super Bowls and win all 6. So, I mean, look, I think there's something there. I think I need to see obviously more of it. I need to see more of it against a much tougher defense. And the Chargers are a good football team, and Harbaugh's a good coach. But I will see him a really good defense. He is a rookie. He is going to learn. And I think losing Malik Neighbor is going to definitely hurt him much. I think it's going to be a huge impact going forward. Because there is a negative to this Giant game because there has to be. And I think losing Malik Neighbors is going to hurt Jackson Dart a lot.
Let's just talk about it, right? So I'm watching the game, and Malik Neighbors goes up for a jump ball. I'm like, all right, he doesn't get it. And he just starts grabbing his knee out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, well, season's cooked. We're done. That's it. He's grabbing his knee. He's fucked. And then he couldn't even walk. He needs to get on the cart. I'm like, oh, shit. It's over. Season's done. He's cooked. And then they talking about torn ACL. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, please just let it be a tweaked knee. And it's pretty much confirmed it's going to be an ACL. I'm like, oh, well, he's done for the year. That fucking sucks. Just when Malik Neighbors was starting to get going too, right? Had 2 catches on like the first drive, right? You're like, oh shit. Malik Neighbors getting involved in this offense early. He might have a 10-catch game. Nope. He caught the fucking MRI table instead. Fucking blows. I mean, just when one good thing goes right for the Giants, another thing just had to be like, I don't think you had enough suffering, though. I think you could use a little more suffering inside of your pie. It sucks. Because Malik Neighbors makes this offense, like, at least in my opinion, like, super dynamic. Right? Because you have Malik Neighbors, Wan'Dale Robinson, Darius Slayton. All those guys could burn past you, can route you up, and can do a lot of good things. And they could do it in all positions, the X, the Y, and the slot. They could do it from anywhere on the field. And I think his offense becomes a little bit less good without Malik Neighbors. But this offense is still like competent enough to do it without him, right? I'm not saying we're going to make the playoffs, but we got to win the games that we're supposed to win, and we got to be competitive in games that we can be competitive in, right? We have to. And it sucks. I have Malik Neighbors on my fantasy team, multiple of them. So my team name has changed from What's Up My Neighbors to Biracial Boys, because I have Patrick Mahomes on my QB. So shout out to my biracial brothers and sisters. It's time. We're unlocking all the biracial potential in my lineup. Okay. Yeah, it sucks. We'll see Malik Neighbors next year with Jackson Dart. That'll be nice, but it's sad. Just real fucking sad. Oh goodness, fuck. Just when we thought we had something good.
Obviously it sucks. Obviously it's not ideal, but I think you're clearly seeing the biggest weakness on this giant roster and this team building, and it goes on Joe Shane that there wasn't a replacement or a need or an effort to really try to find a decent number 2, or to find a slot receiver to come help just in case something happened to Malik Neighbors. They didn't draft a receiver. They didn't really sign a receiver. And it goes to show that there was a lack of attention to that detail. And I think you're seeing that. Well, Darius Slayton's a good receiver, and Wan'Dale Robinson good receiver. They're not nearly to the level of Malik Neighbors, never will be, right? And you could barely say that they're number 2s, and now they have to be 1s and 2s. But I think you make an interesting point too, and I think this is kind of going to be, I don't know. The question I want to ask is so Jackson Dart started. It's way earlier than we expected, that I expected, that you expected, right? He got the win. He looked good. The Giants still don't have the team to compete for a playoff spot, right? So is there a point where if they go they have 4 or 5 wins at the end of the year, but Jackson Dart looks developed, good, and ready to go into next year, does that determine a successful year, and does that warrant Brian Daboll and Joe Shane keeping their jobs?
No. I think Brian Daboll, he's super happy now because it's still early on to have hope for playoffs. If this was later in the year, I'm going to keep it a stack. He probably would have already been fired.
Right.
If this was later in the year. So I think Brian Daboll's, he's super happy right now because there's a chance my job is still safe because of you. Right? If we get to 6-5, we're right in this thing. Right? I could pitch to John Mara if we get 9 wins and we're 1 game out of the wild card. I could say to John Mara, look at what I did with this kid. Look at what I can do if you give me another year of more talent. Malik Neighbors wasn't even here. We won 9 games. You know what we could do with Malik Neighbors here and this kid here? Oh my gosh! And we get another weapon. We sign this guy in free agency. Oh my gosh, John, please save my career, please. That's essentially what he's doing. He's essentially selling John Mara, for lack of a better term, a fantasy land in his head. It's like this is what's going to happen if you sign me to a 3-year deal. So if that doesn't happen, they're cooked. He's cooked. Brian Daboll's out.
But what if? But what if they get to 5-6 wins? But Jackson Dart looks finished. He looks like a legit NFL. If he comes away with this looking like, for hypothetical, right? And Brian Dable proved that he could develop this kid and that they work together well and that they have a good relationship. Would that be enough to warrant him keeping his job?
No. Results business. It's results oriented, especially when it's like when they should have been fired a year ago already. Like, respectfully, they should not be in this position, still coaching and GMing, both of them. So the fact that they're even here is grace. By God, I don't know how they have been touched by Jesus Christ himself, because the fact that they're still in MetLife right now is insane. I just think that if they don't get results, which is playoffs, they're cooked, both of them. Now, whether John Mara does it or not, because John Mara has no balls, is another thing. So we'll see.
I'm gonna slightly disagree with you on this one. I think if Jackson Dart looks finished and Jackson Dart looks like a legit NFL quarterback, I think Brian Dable should get another year to work with what he's got. I think they would prove that they have a unique relationship and that he can work with this kid and that he can develop a young quarterback into that next level. I would like to see what he can do with a second-year quarterback for the first time in a long time, coming out of college. So I wouldn't mind that. I'm like, you're not as high on Dable as I am. I still think there's a good coach in there. He's just had terrible rosters and bad quarterback play. I think if he can prove he can develop a quarterback and Jackson Dart looks good and that he's able to understand an offense, he can go into free agency with this already stellar defense that's drafted and developed, which are still on rookie deals, by the way, and they can go get some good high-power free agents and receiver and offensive line. I think another year in a Dable would be warranted. I think giving him a chance with a legit quarterback, a legit roster on offense, and an already built stellar defense, I want to see what he can do with that. I really do. I think there's a coach in there that can still coach well. I think it would warrant another year. Now, if Jackson Dart looks poopy pants and it doesn't look good and they're struggling and there's stuff coming out and they're 3-14, absolutely sure. But if they can get 6 wins, 7 wins here with Jackson Dart and they don't make the playoffs, I think that warrants another year. I do. I truthfully do. I know you're shaking your head. I know this, but I think if he can prove he can develop a quarterback and that he plays really well and that they can go build a roster for him next year to build around him, I want to see what Dable can do with that. I do.
Maybe I'm just a bit crazy, but 6 wins ain't that much, bro. Not enough.
For a rookie with this offense, I would say it is.
Not even for that. I don't think none of that matters. What I think matters is it's Brian Daboll. That's it. 6 wins ain't enough, bro. We need 9. Bare minimum.
I think it's unfair for, like, with this roster to pin a playoff or bust on him right now with this roster.
Wait. Are you asking for me or from John Mara's standpoint? Because John Mara would rehire him right now after this win because he has no balls. But in terms of, like, me,
I'm saying from the perspective. Okay, look, you have bias as a Giant fan. I don't. Right? You want this team to be in the playoffs. That's like the dream goal. And that's the only thing that matters to you. I get that. But I'm sitting here from the outside looking in as somebody who's watched the Giants for many years and watched John Mara operate and watched the city operate and watched how the media operates, that if they get to the point where Jackson Dart looks really good and they get to 6-7 wins, okay, we can build on something from here. I can see Brian Daboll getting rehired. Maybe not Joe Shane, but I can see Brian Daboll getting rehired. I've seen it before. I've seen it happen before. I've seen it happen plenty of times before. I think if this team looks good and John Mara, if Joe Shane or Brian Daboll don't get fired, I will not be surprised. I won't be. I know how the city operates. I know how John Mara operates. If they get 6-7 wins, I think Brian Daboll or Joe Shane stay. I don't know if one of them goes, but I think I could see one or the other getting fired. And I think it would be Joe Shane and not Brian Daboll.
Sure. I just hope Jackson Dart looks good. I hope that we don't stunt his development, and like he's like remains that confident white boy posting Madison beer on his Instagram story like we have a game tomorrow. Be ready. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need him to keep being that confident white boy. And then to keep, yo, Jackson, if you were really confident, you better not delete that shit from your story, bro. You gotta keep that shit up. 24 hours, my brother. You got 24 hours to keep that shit up, bro. I need him to at least have some confidence and to look like a competent quarterback so I can have faith in him going forward. With a guy with a last name Dart as my quarterback. So shout out to the Giants. But they got the win today. I'm happy. And also, that defense, they had 27 total pressures, including hits, hurries, and sacks. They were on Herbert's ass the entire game.
Yep.
Woo.
It's not just Herbert. It's been the entire year.
Yeah, oh yeah, they've been on motherfuckers' ass. It's just that the offense had nothing. Like, realistically, yeah, with the Jackson Dart-led Giants offense against the Chiefs, we might have had a fucking closer shot. It hurts me to say that. But Jackson Dart would have fucking threw the ball down the field. Let me fucking tell you. Jackson Dart would have fucking took some risks. We may have lost that game, but fuck it would have been would have tried. Would have tried to escape outside of the pocket, look for some fucking cool off-balance throws type shit. You know what I mean? Like, he's a young kid. He doesn't know no better. He doesn't know you're not just supposed to do that shit. But he does it anyway. And we could have beaten the Commanders, too. And we could have beat the Cowboys. Yo, realistically, we should be 4-0, yo. Should be 4-0.
Before we move on, right? I do want, and I think Jess will agree with me on this. I never want to hear Giant fans say they have it rough ever. I want you to understand. You know how long we've been looking for a quarterback? You know how long, as Jet fans, we've been looking for a quarterback? And then here you guys come with the most questionable pick of the draft last year. One of the most questionable picks of the draft last year. And week 4, against a really good Charger team, with everyone expecting you to lose, the kid's great. You got the future of your team for the next 10 years. Oh, look at that. Oh, we're the Giants. We're not going to have an issue in that area for the next 10 years. But Daniel Jones was terrible. Eli Manning wasn't all that. Who was the last great quarterback? Ryan Fitzpatrick. And we still didn't make the playoffs that year.
You were fucking close.
I never want to hear Giant fans say they have it rough.
And I respect that Jets team as well, because that was a good fucking Jets team as well.
We beat the Patriots that year in overtime. I'm never going to forget that game.
Fitzpatrick was
I never want to hear Giant fans say they have it rough in the city ever when the Jets exist.
Okay. Well, listen, Jets play tomorrow against Miami. You guys should beat Miami.
Listen to me. If we don't beat Miami, I might crash out. I'm working during that time. I cannot watch most of the game. If I look at my phone and see we're down 14-0 in the first half, I'm quitting. I'm walking off the job. I don't care. I have nothing else going on.
We're not going to let the Jets make you unemployed. It would not be that.
They might. We're at that point where if we do not beat the Dolphins, the worst team in the NFL, I don't know what this team is going to do. I don't. I don't know what I would do. I really don't. I can't envision the world that the Jets don't beat the Dolphins. I just don't. I can't envision that world. It can't happen. There are just certain games where it can't happen. This is one of those games where they if we want to talk, if they don't beat the Dolphins, Aaron Glenn's fired. I'm sorry. He's just fired. The project is over. The experiment doesn't work. The culture has not changed. It's over. That's it. This complete failure. Shut it down. Bring in a new. Because obviously this ain't gonna work if we can't beat the fucking Dolphins.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty fucking funny. But I know you're dead ass serious.
Yeah.
But that's so fucking funny. Tear it fucking down. That's it. Couldn't fucking beat Miami. All right, get his ass out of here. Fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck if we were
Are
close
they
against
playing
Tampa.
here or are they playing in Miami?
We're in Miami. But that shouldn't matter.
Look, warm weather night.
That
This easy.
I know.
Dolphins.
Agree.
Literally the Dolphins secondary. They're playing a bag of chips, a hamster, and a fucking stick. You guys should torch them respectfully. So, if
keyword in there, should. We should. Will we?
I think so.
I don't know, Jeff Football. Will we? No, you don't think so either? That's great.
Look, you guys are gonna be all right. You guys got it. You guys got it. You'll be fine.
I'm not being able to work. I can't work. I can't work. How am I gonna work?
Well, you know what was working today? The Eagles' offense once again, even though they sucked. Like I'm looking at these stats, yeah. Jalen Hurts, 15 and 24, 2 touchdowns, 130 passing yards. Jalen Hurts with 9 carries for 62 rushing yards. Pretty good. Dallas Goedert, 2 touchdowns, 4 receptions, 37 yards. And the total offense for the Buccaneers, they had 176 more total yards than the Eagles this game. Do you want me to read more? Shall I? They had the better time of possession. They had less penalties, but they had 2 turnovers, and they had more first downs. How the Eagles won this game? Beats fucking me. By the grace of God, pretty much. Look, I understand that the Eagles have, that Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, they have like their, how many years been in the league? Like 4th offensive coordinator, like in the last 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
But this offense is fucking abysmal. It's abysmal to watch what they're doing. This is a crime. This is terrorism, actually. This is terrorism. What they're doing to A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith over there in Philly is terrorism. What they're doing to Saquon Barkley, who can't even average fucking almost 4 yards a carry, who's like close to under 3 yards per carry this season. What are we doing? What are we doing with this offense? I don't know if it's the competition that they're facing or it's just that the offense looks stagnant, right? And I'm not going to get it wrong. They played good teams, right? The Cowboys in week 1 were a good team. The Chiefs are a good team. The Rams are a good team. The Bucks are a good team, right? And it doesn't get any easier, right? They're playing the Broncos next week. Then they play the Giants. That defense looks a little scary. We'll see how they look against them. Then they play the Vikings. Then the fucking Giants again, the Packers, the Lions, right? Like, I don't know when this offense is going to look good. Right? But here's the thing. They're just like the Chiefs. They keep fucking winning. And you can't fucking stop it. But they're gonna fucking win. They're not gonna look good doing it, but they're gonna win. For me, I need to see this offense look like the offense of last year. If not, I don't see them winning in the playoffs. I could see them getting fraud checked, in my humble opinion, because all you need is 1 week where this offense can't score a lick. All you need is 1 week. And in the playoffs, all those teams can score. There's not one team in the playoffs that can't put fucking 30 on your head. So, and the defense ain't all that either. Of the Eagles. I don't know. If they start to struggle late in the year against the Commanders, Bills, and Chargers, I'm not picking them to fucking even go to the championship game. I'm not even picking them. I may not pick them to get out of the fucking. If they're the number 1 seed in the division, I may pick them to get out the divisional maybe, but maybe not even. If they're in the wild card, I may not pick them to get out the wild card. I may predict them to lose first round. This is how bad this offense is looking. And if I'm foreshadowing correctly, like, you could only win these games so many times.
Mm-hmm.
And respectfully, you're not the Chiefs, so Jesus isn't fully on your side. So, you're still Philly at the end of the day. You love misery and despair. So, I don't know. I just need. Dan, are you in agreement with me? Because I need to see this offense look so much better than it has been. Because AJ Brown's posting cryptic tweets again. He might get like 10 targets next game. But this is crazy how they're treating these beautiful offense. Like, any team would love to have this offense. Any team.
I think it's interesting. Yeah, I agree with you. I think this offense is not nearly as prolific as it should be, and it should be operating. There's definitely a big issue there. But what surprised me is how defensively they're letting teams back into games. They had at one point, I think it was a 16-point lead in this game against the Bucks. In the second half, the Bucks just completely picked them apart. I mean, shout out to Baker; he had a big game. But I think like you saw last week against the Rams too. Like, the Rams were close in that game. Against the Chiefs were pretty close in that game. And week 1 against Dallas, like, they play close games. And whether that's the marker of a great team or not, they find a ways to win, right? I think that's all that matters at the end of the day, right? So it doesn't really matter how your offense looks, how your defense. If you find a way to win, you win. Like, you're 4-0, right? I do think it's a sign of fatigue. I think we saw it last year with the Chiefs, and what happened at the end of the season happened, right? I need to see more from Saquon. There hasn't been that level of consistent running on their part. Obviously, AJ Brown's been treated criminally, and Devontae Smith's been almost, like the invisible man. He's at some points doesn't show up. So he's like a gust of wind. So, I mean, like, it has not looked good, but it's still led to results. I think at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for. Now, will that translate later in the year? Probably not. But this Eagle team will find a way. Like, they've always seemed to find a way just to get in there and play close games and figure it out. Now, I do think there will be a hangover. I do think, like, once they go up against really good teams later on in the year who are fighting, and I think, like, they're going to be the teams. But they've won games against good teams right now. Will that last later on in the year? Probably not. And their schedule is pretty tough later on. So, like I said, there's no real off game. Like, every game has a question mark on it.
Yeah.
But I guess my main question is the same question that I posed last week, which I know you were a little bit distracted last week, so forgive me if we have the same response. But just replace the teams. Do you think the Bucks are their biggest threat in the NFC? Because this Buck team looks really good. This offense looks really good without Mike Evans. Baker Mayfield's absolutely cooking right now. And his defense is not great, but this offense is doing more than enough to beat and keep them in games. Right? I think this Buck team is a really well put together team right now. And I think that if the Eagles are the number 1 team in the NFC right now, I think the Bucks are right there with them.
I think the Bucks, if I had to rank them, I think they're number 2. In
terms of the threat?
Yeah. I think the Lions are a bigger threat. I like the Lions because I think they have the absolute machine gun firepower on offense, right? They can score in one play on any given moment. But they also have a solid defense, solid special teams unit, right? A mentality of we're going to bite your kneecap off and we're going to be on your ass the entire game. And we're going to do trick plays and we're going to dance on your grave and score 50 on you when you still haven't even scored a point and it's real late in the fourth quarter. I think the Lions probably are their toughest comp right now. They play the Lions in November. So that'd be very interesting to see how that goes. I mean, and that's a Sunday Night Football game. Oof. I'm gonna enjoy that. That's gonna be a wonderful game because I think that this is a foreshadowing.
When is it?
It's the 16th of November.
Is that a bar game?
Yeah, we can do that. I don't mind.
Do that.
Yeah, let's do it. That's gonna be a wonderful game because if the offense of the Eagles is still stagnant by that, the Lions will let you know, and then they'll also drop 40 on you while they're doing that to you. So like, there's. You're getting punched in the face, and then you're getting punched. Like when you're facing the Lions. So I think that they're the toughest comp, if I had to put them.
That's fair. I definitely think this year there's a lot more tougher competition in the NFC than it was last year. I think last year would surprise a lot of people with how much competition was. Like the NFC was stacked last year. Like it was crazy. This year too, like there's so many teams that can come out of the NFC. We could argue the Rams, the Bucks, the Lions, the Packers to a degree. There's so much coming out of the NFC. The Niners, if they're actually a good team, who knows?
Fucking Niners. So.
And the Niners are weird. They played a weird game today.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know how they almost lost that one.
Well, no, they did lose.
They did lose.
I'm
I'm surprised they came back.
And
I mean, they look dead.
Is Jacksonville like good?
That's the other question. Are they a good team? I guess.
You know what? Yeah, I have this game right here. Let's finish up with the Eagles. Let's finish up. Fuck the Eagles. Listen, the Eagles, they're gonna be fine. They're 4-0, undefeated. Ha ha ha. Bucks are gonna be fine. They're good. Great. They did a decent job at not doing the tush push. They faked the tush push and then had to end around with Saquon just dolly dee. I mean that right there might be like one of the greatest plays of all time because now everybody's like, okay, time to stop the tush push. Fuck. So that's pretty good. And also Dallas is winning right now with 4 minutes on the clock. Green Bay has the ball 3rd and 8. Jordan Love looks, throws, fires, and it's caught. Romeo Doubs down to down to Green Bay. Dallas 40.
Man.
Wow, what a catch.
He mouthed Bland right there.
I mean,
that's my ball. Romeo Doubs having a game right now.
Oh yeah, Romeo Doubs is like 2 tutties. Multiple catches, a lot of yards. Yeah, he's doing real good. That's the one thing about Romeo Doubs. Like, he's, like, sneaky good. Like, nobody's ever like, you know what? Romeo Doubs is, like, top 10. Nobody's ever going to say that. But, boy, when you need a fucking tough catch to be made and a touchdown to be scored, he's good. Shout out to him. But let's fucking talk about Jacksonville, man. When I like, this team, yeah. They played the Panthers. Week 1.
Mm-hmm.
Not a great team.
God, the Panthers are terrible.
They played the Bengals week 2.
With Joe Burrow.
With Joe Burrow. And then he got hurt, and then he got carved up by Jake Browning. Still a close game. With a decent team. Decent offense, at least. Then you beat the Texans, who are shit.
They finally got a win today. They beat
the Titans. Wow.
I mean, even Cam Ward said they were ass.
Cam Ward was like, I ain't gonna lie, man. We ass. Like, yo, I fucking love this kid. I respect the fuck out of this kid, yo. He's like, we ass right now, man. What the fuck? But the Texans are also ass. And then they beat the 49ers, who have a good defense, but boy, oh boy, like I don't know what it is. Apparently, people in the comments are like Jacksonville's defense has been playing off the chain recently. That's why they are like winning these games because their defense is pretty decent. So I might have to watch Jacksonville.
Maybe, just maybe, Trevor Lawrence is making a turn.
Again,
Is he? I
and then
mean,
he'll
Well,
turn.
maybe these are slow signs of like, maybe finally progression. Maybe not him as like an individual player, but as a team, they're finally like making a little bit of like,
I
I don't
mean,
think anyone expected them to be half as decent as they are now.
Liam Cohen probably has
Who's
just
about to fight Salah. Did you
yeah.
guys see
I did see that. Liam Cohen has his fucking offense humming. They're being able to run the ball really effectively, which kind of gives the pressure off for Trevor Lawrence. He hasn't had their wide receivers going as of late, even though they have Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas Jr., which, by the way, their offensive coordinator, there's a stat for it. That's how shit this not offensive coordinator is. He stunted the growth of like a really good wide receiver, and then he stunted the growth of like JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba, who now is fantastic. And then now he's stunting the growth of Brian Thomas Jr. and Travis Hunter. So apparently their offensive coordinator has a track record for stunting receivers and their development. So Liam Cohen's doing this without the fucking proper OC helping his wide receivers, and they're winning games. But granted, they haven't played that good of comp yet, so it's not like they're fucking beating like world beaters, right? The next few games they play the Chiefs, Seahawks, Rams. Like that's tough as fuck. Like if they win 2 out of these 3, I think we got to start looking out for the Jaguars in the NFC South. No, AFC South, excuse me. And because their schedule's kind of cupcake. Just going to say that. So they could easily get into the playoffs and be a wild card team because of this. So yeah. And also fucking Brock Purdy hurts my heart because we know he's good. We know he could play good. It's just like every time I look at his stat line, I always see interceptions. I don't know if it's a height thing. I don't know if it's a fucking like I can't see over my lineman thing. But this brother,
Shut up, Daniel. Just shut up.
I know, and I know Daniel's gonna have a field day with this. I know he's just coming back off an injury.
But you know, Shanahan was standing there like, why the fuck do I have to put him back at the fucking?
You know, with Matt Jones in the lineup, but don't say.
Listen. He has another Pittsburgh game like this, he will be removed. I don't doubt it. They will replace his ass.
Cause like
if it means winning.
Cause like
at some point they will.
But they gave him $50 million.
But my thing is, he was like he brought them back into the game after having like a bad first half. Brings them back into the game, right? Has a chance on like they're like this is the drive. We have to score a touchdown here, and then we win the game, and then gets strip sacked from behind, as he tries to throw the ball. So. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is. The O-line just didn't hold up. He held the ball for too long, probably. It's probably a combination of things. Yeah, I mean, 22 of 30. Apparently, the Jacksonville Jaguars defense is fucking really good. So, I mean, maybe I'm underestimating the Jags defense. And also, this 49ers offense only has CMC, like literally led in receiving yards and led in rushing yards. I mean, who else was he throwing the ball to? Respectfully. But no, Brock Purdy's been playing like ass. And I get it. It's only his fucking second game playing. His first game wasn't that fucking hot either. So, Brock Purdy needs to get this shit together, or we're going to really start having conversations about, is this the worst contract in football? Respectfully.
I mean, I'll say this, and Jess, you can go. I don't think Brock Purdy's the main issue. I think there's a lot of issues with the Niners right now. I think, but I think in all that regard, this was a game they were expected to do well and win in, as they are expected to do well and win in a lot of their games, right? Because their schedule isn't that strong. This was a very winnable game on their schedule. Again, fall flat on their face. And the defense did not look good. The offensive line did not look good. And Brock Purdy played like Brock Purdy. I think at the end of the day, that's kind of how you could put this Lion team together. I don't think Brock Purdy's the main issue. I think there's a lot of issues going on with the Niners right now. But I think it's hard to pin all the blame on him. And I think there's a lot of blame to go along with this team. A lot. So they play the Rams next week. Ugh. Ugh.
I think they get like smoked. Unfortunately,
It's the defense and it's the offensive line.
Yeah, they're probably going to lose on Thursday. That's a Thursday night game.
Ooh. And they're always getting hurt. You know somebody's not going to be able to play that game because, oh, my fucking knee hurts again.
No.
Like,
yeah, I don't think, Dan, you're right. I don't think Brock Purdy can be like the sole blame. But you can't deny that it just so that, they put Mac Jones in there for 2 games and he finds a way to pull off the win with the team. Even when it's sloppy, he still seems like he is doing something that Brock Purdy is clearly like missing. So I think that the quarterback is clearly one of a big issue, because if Brock Purdy hurts his shoulder next week and can't play the next game, and Mac Jones comes in and plays that game, and the next week after that they put Purdy and he loses that game, it's like, how many times do you just need to admit that, okay, maybe you need to sit Brock, because if he is losing whenever he comes in, it's just they're always injured. I don't know. Something's wrong with their strength and conditioning team. I don't fucking know. Like,
They're
how are you
old.
guys so riddled? But
They're
they went and
old.
got a lot of young guys. They had a
They're
huge
old.
draft.
Their depth is old.
Well, then that's coaching and GM problems, because I mean, if you want to be a contender, why are you trying to hold on to a very old team?
dude,
You clearly didn't cut enough away.
I'm looking at
Now, during the offseason, they tried to cut away some of that fat. They tried to trim down their roster, but it wasn't enough.
Jess,
Letting Jordan Mason walk was one of the worst decisions this team ever made.
No. They didn't just let him walk. They traded his ass.
They traded him. It's one of the worst decisions this team's ever made, because they completely shot their.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a coach and GM issue. You're just not making good roster decisions at this point. Like, something is what is it?
Look at the Eagles, right? They have Saquon Barkley, could be a 1 on any team. That's fine. AJ Brown could be a 1. Devontae Smith can be a 1. Everyone on the offensive line could be a 1. But then you look at their depth. Any one of their depth or bench players could be a 1 or 2 starter on any team. That's development, and that's free agency signing and getting the right guys in. The Niners just, A, they don't have the money to do that, and B, they don't have the development team to do that. They rely on star players, and their star players have been either hurt or haven't stepped up.
And I'm not gonna.
They haven't hurt or they haven't stepped up, and it's gonna be a very ugly season for them, though, despite their schedule.
And guys, I will say the fact that we're talking about sitting Brock Purdy if he plays like shit. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The new contract didn't even kick in yet.
No, and supposedly this contract was supposedly team friendly.
It's team friendly in 2028 if you like a 38 million in dead cap.
Listen, I think these people play fast and loose with the owner's money. So, Daniel, please, we could be totally wrong. Brock Purdy can have an awesome game on Thursday. You never know, okay? I'm not going to throw in the towel just yet, but I will admit that, yeah, he's not performing up to par.
Yeah, Romeo Dobbs, he's got a first touchdown pass of the day. Romeo Dobbs is cooking.
Holy shit.
Packers go up 33-30 pending an extra point.
Oh my goodness.
This is a fun game. We've had some good Sunday night games recently.
Well, not last week.
Not last week.
Yeah, it was fucking shit, wasn't it?
We're 2-1. We're 2-1
Fucking
Sunday night games.
awful. Yeah, Brock Purdy don't get that shit together. Well, you're stuck. So you fucking he better fucking get that shit together.
Listen. I've been saying this ever since I saw Sam Darnold step into the 49ers room, win a game, and then go off to have to do great things. Like this to me is not a surprise. Like I'm not surprised that they got Mac Jones in there and they're all of a sudden they're winning football. I think just it's you have a system where quarterbacks are meant to succeed that you can plug and place anybody in there, and if there's a quarterback who do something a little bit better than another, you have to start that quarterback. And I feel like Brock Purdy is good and does good things, but I feel like there's other quarterbacks out there that in this system will also excel and exceed and go beyond expectations. I'm not saying Mac Jones is that guy, but I'm saying there are certain quarterbacks who can do what Brock Purdy does better, that they would elevate the team to a new level.
Yeah. You know who elevated their team to a very high level today? You know, there's a guy who comes in every day, puts his fucking work boots on, and goes right to work. And I think we know who we're talking about because the throws that he makes from the arm angles and the you know, all the trickery and the motion and the you know, the biraciality of him as well, right? This kid knows what he's doing, and I think you know his name. It's Patrick Mahomes.
I didn't even bother to watch most of that game because I already knew it. I'm so disappointed in the Ravens. Don't know what the fuck is wrong with you people right now. It's just disappointing. And I'm sorry if these teams are going to let the Chiefs just, you know, come back in order. They're going to go to the fucking Super Bowl again. They're going. They're going.
Okay. To calm Jess down, I will say this. I don't think this was necessarily Kansas City playing well as much as it was more Baltimore playing shit. And Baltimore has been on fraud watch. I think this only adds to it. I was very surprised at how poorly Baltimore played this game.
They didn't play that well last week either.
That's what I'm saying. And then they lost to the Bills, and then who they beat? They beat somebody. It was the Browns.
They beat the Browns.
They beat the Browns.
Lost to the Lions, and then they
lost to the Lions and lost to the Bills. Yeah, I mean it's. I was surprised with how poorly Baltimore played, and I think this defense in Baltimore is just not good. They don't have good corners. They can't cover anybody. They have their pass rush is non-existent. It might as well be a breath in the wind. And Patrick Mahomes had all the time in the world to pick apart. Patrick Mahomes was running around, slinging the rock, and barely even needed his best players.
Had 4 touchdowns as well. Was cooking.
Yeah. So, okay, if I'll say this and just so you can go, Baltimore wants to compete for a Super Bowl, they got to get their shit together, like really quickly, because the AFC is so stacked that this team has high expectations to make a Super Bowl. Like that's their level right now. And if they can't even beat the Chiefs, they ain't going fucking nowhere. So they got to get their shit together and figure. But go ahead.
Yeah, the Ravens were definitely disappointing. But think about it. Who is going to stand in the Chiefs' way if the Ravens don't fucking get their shit together? Bengals out. So no more threats of the Bengals, right? No more threat of Joe Burrow. Now we only got Josh. Josh is the last reigning hope to keep his ass out of the Super Bowl. I would say it depends on the rest of their schedules. I think the Ravens, you're right, the Ravens are on fraud watch, but I do think they can turn it around. But they need to do it like next game and that's it. You can't be this much of a fraud. Is this going to be your down year? Is this going to be their down year?
I don't know. This Baltimore team, I don't know, Jim. I don't know. It's weird. Lamar's still Lamar, but their wide receiver room's not that great. Defense not that great. I don't know, Jim. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, Dallas got another touchdown. Jesus Christ. That was so
Oh
fast.
my goodness, George Pickens is goated. Oh my goodness.
I don't want to talk about the game, okay? Because Dak, I did not play Dak this week like an idiot.
Is he cooking right now? Let's see.
He is cooking.
So
He
I'm getting
definitely-
my ass whooped because of my stupid ass fantasy decision. So I don't want to talk about the
Yeah,
game.
he
I'm not
is
watching the
cooking.
game. I'm in the kitchen. I'm not watching the game.
But anyway, I just think Baltimore has played 3 teams that are legit threats to them winning Super Bowl, and they've lost all, right? So even if they do turn it around, even if they find they do figure it out. I can't say with confidence that I really trust the team going. I think on the flip side, I think the Chiefs are
They're gaining
going,
momentum.
getting momentum. They're going in the right direction. They are definitely like Mahomes. Definitely, this was a big breakout game for him. I think they're playing in a much tougher division, though. I think in it, with the Chargers losing today and the Broncos potentially losing tomorrow, depending on that game. Still, even though it's only week 4, but they were staring down 0, and they've turned it around to 2-2. Like that's how close the season was for them. So yeah, I think they're definitely turning it around. They're going right direction. Defense playing much better. But yeah, I still can't shake the feeling that I just feel like this Chiefs team just doesn't have enough, and that if they play the Bills, if they play the Lions, if they play the Eagles, I don't see them beating them. I don't. I think they're maybe one of the top. I agree with you. They're probably the second best team in the AFC right now. Especially if the Chargers continue the way they've been going, continue the way they've been going. I don't see the Chiefs really standing out or really losing to anybody else other than the Bills right now. So
Yeah, and I honestly don't know if this is Josh's year to beat. I don't know if Josh will ever beat Patrick in the playoffs. I just don't. That's unfortunately a very serious reality that I think is real that can possibly happen. So I don't know, but well, who do they play next?
Who, the Ravens?
the
Both
Chiefs.
the Ravens and the Chiefs.
Oh, Ravens. They play the Texans. Okay.
Oh, they can win that.
They
They
should
have
they should win that.
They should.
The Texans are fucking ass. They're so bad. I don't know how, but they're fucking bad.
The Chiefs play the Jaguars next.
Yeah, they're gonna eat them alive.
What? But they do play the Lions Sunday Night Football the week after.
We'll see.
The Chiefs have to play the Lions, the Commanders, the Bills, the Broncos, the Colts, who are a good team now, Broncos again, and the Cowboys. So there's still there's tough sledding in
There
for-
is.
But if they want to be a Super Bowl team, these are teams they should be beating. That they should be showing that they're better than. And if the hangover does not exist, they'll win those games.
There. But I would do
Agree with-
just about anything not to see them in the Super Bowl. Like we got to get over this, and we kind of did thanks to Eagles. But according to Lewis, you guys made me fucking going nowhere fast.
Yeah, because it's like they look like they're fraudulent too. Like the Chiefs last year. Remember last year, Jess, when me and Daniel were like on a craze of like, guys, just you wait. The Chiefs are gonna lose. You fucking just wait. They're gonna lose. Don't worry about it, guys. You fucking just wait. And then they never did. This is exactly what the fucking Eagles are right now. We're like, don't worry, guys. They're beatable. Offense isn't that good. Defense is a bit shaky. Don't worry, guys. They could get beat. And then they just never do. They never lose. And then in the playoffs, you go up against like a superior team, like the Eagles were last year, and they get fucking smacked around. I just think that the Eagles will get smacked around by an NFC team, not an AFC team. So here we go, 2nd and 10.
It's an exciting season so far, for sure.
Green Bay with
It's
the
been
ball.
a great start. Great start.
Jordan Love drops back, looks, fires, finds Heath, gets out of bounds.
Willis, I'm so far ahead of you, dude. It's not even funny how far ahead of you.
Yo, just chill out, bro.
I'm so far.
And I'm live. I'm not even like delayed. This is just me. This is just how the stream is. Oh my, wait. Oh, okay. Okay. They have 3 timeouts? Oh, wow.
They have 3. Yeah, so they have a lot of time to work with, and McManus is their kicker, so they gotta get the down here. They're at the 40.
All right, here we go, Jordan Love. And hands the ball off. Jacobs. Does he get it? Does he get the first? I think he does.
Hang on. They might bring up the technology. They might bring up the technology here. Delay the technology. They had to use it in Dublin today. By the way, shout out to the Steelers. How do we feel about them? Because I don't know.
How do I feel about them? I don't know. I'm kind of annoyed, but whatever.
DK
Aaron
Metcalf
Rodgers,
is
but
cooking.
good for him at the same time. Seriously.
Yo, know this is the Steelers though. Like, they're gonna be winning games. Like, being a Steelers fan feels fucking great, don't it? Because you always know, like, you're gonna come in there. All right, we're getting 9 wins every single year. 9 wins.
This is what I've been saying.
9 wins.
And you all yell at me for it.
Who yells at you for it?
I'm going to lose in the first round every year. So how really happy are they? Losing the first round.
They do lose in the first round.
They make the playoffs every year. How could you not be happy as a fan base? How will you be complaining as a fan base in your playoffs every year?
Because they want more. Because I think they've won the Super Bowls with Ben Roethlisberger, so they're like, and a lot of Pittsburgh Steelers fans are older, so they remember those years. So they're like, we have good teams. Why can we not get back to that?
But think about this, right? If you were born between the years 2005 and 2025, all you've known as a Steelers fan is playoff success. You've had a successful regular season every year. How are you upset? How are you bitter as a fan?
Because I guess I guess they feel like they could be going farther.
Yeah, I mean, you and I only say that because we're Jet fans, so we never ever get that. But if you get that every year, at some point you're like, well, can we do better?
Yeah.
Maybe I want this one piece of cake is good, but 2 pieces of cake. Can I have 2 pieces of cake? Like, can I get to second base at least? Okay, I got the first base. I make out all the time. But what about second base? Can I go to second base? It's like you get frustrated. And I think if you truly want the best for your team, you should be frustrated. Your standard should always be high for your team. Especially if you're a paying fucking fan. You pay for the tickets, you pay for all these streaming game patches, you pay for the memorabilia, the merch. You want your money, you want to be part of the success. You want to see it come back to you. Only people like us who are starving think that crumbs are good. That's it. That's it. And then there are people who eat the crumbs who are like, yo, I can get a full piece. And then there's people who have the full piece like, yo, we're about to have a fucking feast. About to eat all that shit. And that's the fucking Chiefs fan base. You know? So there's a huge spectrum.
Oh my God, Jordan Love going deep. Out of bounds. Are they going to kick a field goal here?
They are.
Oh, shit.
You know what's crazy? My entire life as a Jet fan, I haven't even gotten to first base. Ain't that crazy? I haven't even gotten.
In my lifetime, I have. I've gone to third base at least. We've gone to the AFC. Gone to third base. So almost. I was almost there, Daniel.
I would like to experience that. I'm still a virgin.
You weren't alive for that?
Virgin.
You were alive for that.
I was 4. I don't remember that.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I forgot.
I was still figuring out what blue was.
Wow, McManus fucking drilled that shit right down the middle. Wow, overtime.
Great Sunday night football game. Shout out to NFL. Shout out the NFL.
Yo, they knew.
Great Sunday night
They knew
football
what the
game.
fuck they was doing. They was cooking with this one, boys. Oh.
They were like, we're trading Micah to create intrigue. We know what
The Cowboys won because I'm not watching.
they just tied the game, going to overtime.
Oh shit.
Whew, clutch.
But yeah, I mean, look, I come at it from the standpoint that you make the playoffs every year. That's a successful year. They know what they're getting. That to me is the marquee of great teams. That they know success. That's my point.
Yeah, and I think like, but like this is the thing,
Fair,
like
I guess.
this is like America, so we love greed. We're very greedy people. So once we get a taste of something, we're like, can I go get another taste?
Yeah, we're a
Can-
maximalist.
And can I just take it home?
We want as much as possible.
Yeah, they want everything. So I'll never shit on a fan for wanting to be winning playoff games and to be in title contention. I'm never gonna shit on a fan because that's what every fan wants. So like,
Because who the fuck?
so like,
Come on.
I'm never gonna be mad at Steelers fans being like, yeah, but fucking, it's been fucking 8 years in a row and we still can't get fucking past the first round hump. Mike fucking Tomlin, we're fucking sitting here with this guy he's won a Super Bowls. We know he can get it done. We know we have a good team, but fuck, this first round hump, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with them in this fucking decade. They can't get it done. So I guess they're coming at it from that standpoint. They're like, listen, we know that they can do it, and then they fucking falls so flat.
But then there's I stand here, being like, but I'm a playoff virgin. I just want I can't even sniff a playoff win.
Jess, you know what this is?
I can't talk a playoff win.
Jess, you know what this is? This
This
is NFL socialism. This isn't. We're not a socialist country, baby. We're capitalists. Either eat or be eaten. That's what
Never
it is.
spoken truer words, brother.
That's so true. The NFL ain't no
Never
socialist
spoken truer
motherfuckers.
words.
They don't give out no fucking free awards. They don't give out none of that shit.
no.
You're lucky they
And-
give you the first overall pick.
I just
You
want a
know what?
playoff game
Maybe
to talk
just
to me.
have
That's
to-
all I want. That's all I want. I want a playoff game to talk to me. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for much.
Well, we need to get the
I have a
team to actually
conversation. I want
do
to
it.
flirt with it. That's
But
it.
we
I'm
need-
not
you
asking
know,
for
we
to go out. But I can flirt with it. That'd be nice.
Well, you know what? You know how you would get a date? If you fucking put yourself together correctly. If you fucking groomed yourself, right? If we got ourselves in shape over here, you know, if we got a better job, if we can afford to go out, we can fucking get a hot bitch. We can get a date, but we can't get that because we can't get it together.
Clock it.
That's why the Chiefs and the Niners and these other fucking fan bases who have a history, even a more recent history of just like great success and great, you know, those are the hot motherfuckers on campus. Getting all the bitches. Even on their down days, they're getting bitches. They're getting all types of bases.
Yeah, but Jess, right? Why do I get punished for being the nice guy? For rooting for the loser. For rooting for the loser.
Stop being a
right?
nice
For
guy. You
one
gotta know what
reason.
you're doing. You have
But,
to
like-
work. Yep, like come on.
Oh, I've worked.
You
Oh,
have to
I've
be
worked.
productive.
I've worked with this guy. This guy, I've tried. I've tried so
You
many
need to be
things with this guy.
productive. You need to show results. The Jets don't fucking show results. We just show how fucking stupid we are and how many mistakes we can just keep making. The same dumb mistakes year after year after year after year. No matter who the fucking coach is, no matter who the quarterback is. So it's like, what is the problem? And the truth is, we just really need a quarterback. We really just need a quarterback. Not to say that that would solve all the problems, but I feel like it'll give direction. You know, the lighthouse in the middle of the storm. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck we need.
I really wish we could be the Giants. Just be like, yeah, we'll draft a quarterback and he'll be great the next 10 years. I wish we could do that. I really do.
I will say,
They really do run into these quarterbacks that just stay forever.
Hold on, guys.
And they have Super
I will
Bowls,
say
it's like,
we did draft Daniel Jones 6 overall. First game he started looked good. The next fucking 5 years was pretty fucking shit. We'll say
and
that.
now look at him. Now
you
look
get
at
away
him.
with this.
He wasn't a bad
I'm
choice.
not letting you get away with this, Lewis.
First
He
off,
won a playoff
Daniel
game,
Jones
and he's
was
very successful.
first off, Daniel Jones at the 6th overall pick at the time was one of the worst draft picks I've ever seen in my entire life.
He brought you success in his first 3 years, and he was ass, but he won you games. Zach Wilson didn't do shit. Sam Darnold, we failed. I'll
yeah,
admit
but
that.
okay, and I'll make a point to you. But you know what this is? Once you get a taste of success as a capitalist, you want to try to go again, and then again, and then when you fucking just after the fucking high, your business just fucking tanks. Now you're out of money. You got no money.
Lewis,
You're broke. You can't
Lewis,
fucking afford another business. Now you
Lewis.
gotta fucking scramble and get this fucking old guy off the fucking street to come and fucking try to rebuild you back up because he's fucking
Lewis.
pedigree.
Lewis, at least you have your business built.
That is true.
Ours is still in the ground.
Yeah, it sucks.
We're not even an idea.
Yeah.
We don't even have the land. We didn't even buy the land yet.
Yeah, you guys share
At
it with
least
us.
you have the land.
You guys share it with us. I mean, you guys at least can see, like, you know, giant shit in there. You can get inspired. It's, you know, probably. I don't know. But, like, you know. I mean, listen, guys. Listen. You know, Jackson Dart just played one good game. I'm not going to fucking glaze his cheeks, say he's a fucking Hall of Famer yet. Let me fucking see consistency. Because Daniel Jones did not bring me consistency. So if that tells me anything, I need to see consistency from this kid. Whether it's from fucking Brian Daboll as the head coach or somebody else. Yeah.
Anyway, we should move on. Let's talk about the games next week. Do a couple games next week. The Jets play the Cowboys next week. We ain't winning.
Against the Cowboys?
Yeah, the way the Cowboys are playing right now, we ain't winning.
Their defense
that's
giving
such
up
an ugly
37
game.
points. What do you mean? You can beat the Cowboys.
No, we can't.
Oh, George Pickens is. Oh my gosh.
George Pickens is playing good against a good defense. Sauce Gardner ain't going to cover that.
Well, he could. He could try. You fucking son. Have fucking hope, guys. The Jets' offense is like competent enough to score on a bad defense.
We
Like
cannot
the
keep up with this Cowboy offense. I'm telling you right now, we cannot keep up with it.
I think you can. I think
We cannot.
you guys have a good pass rush, and the secondary you do have Sauce Gardner, and you kind of only have to worry about George Pickens. So like, if you kind of have a game plan to like slow him down, not maybe stop him all the way, but like slow him down to where his production isn't that great, I feel like you can put pressure on Dak to where now you guys have the upper hand.
But Lewis, you're forgetting. We're the Jets, and it won't be George Pickens who beats us. It'll be Turpin, who have a random 100-yard game.
Devontae Turpin will start cooking.
Or Jake Ferguson will all of a sudden have 3 touchdowns and like 75 yards. Or Dak will just run for like 30 yards and win the game. Like this is the shit that's gonna happen.
I think you're not giving yourself the credit that you made deserve in this regard. I think you guys have a really good chance of beating the Cowboys. Like the Cowboys are still 1-2, right? Their offense is still injury riddled. No way he caught that.
He caught that. I don't know how he caught that and saved it. Let me see. Ooh, that's tight. This replay's tight.
Hold on.
I don't know. That's the angle. I won't say anything.
1 foot down. That's a catch. If his foot doesn't touch that white.
This is the angle right there.
Oh, that's a catch. That's a catch.
I don't know how he kept his foot in
That's a
bounds.
catch.
That's a good.
Wow, what a catch. It's almost like his foot was like, brother, we are not going out of bounds right now. We're not stepping out of bounds. Wow, what a
You're
catch.
Gonna be glued to the turf. Why is Mike out of the game? Please? LaFleur, don't do this. But you mean to tell me that shit's not going to happen against the Jets? Come on, bro.
I think the Jets have a decent shot. I don't know why you're pessimistic right now. I think you guys have a decent ass shot.
Yes, he's a Giant fan. Back me up here. Please back me up here. Because he's a Giant fan. He doesn't understand.
What was the question?
The Jets play the Cowboys next week.
we're getting smoked.
And he thinks the Jets are just gonna get fucking flat out their back broken.
We probably will. Have you not seen them?
Thank you, Jess. Thank you. Appreciate you.
I'm not. Where are you guys getting this
Who
notion?
blows
I love
games
you.
worse? Who blows games worse? Cowboys or the Jets? Who does it worse?
This is why I
Who
love
does
you,
it
Jess.
better? I should say. Who does it
But
better?
my thing is like you guys aren't giving your offense enough credit and like your defense enough
We
credit.
are not outscoring the Cowboys,
Well,
and we're not stopping the Cowboys.
How do you know that? Like what? Like,
I've
what?
seen my team play.
I don't get it.
We're not beating the Cowboys. Dak Prescott.
I'm not gonna say that it won't be like competitive. It may be a very competitive game, but I will be surprised if we win.
I think you guys got a pretty decent shot.
You know what it is?
Fuck
You know what it
it.
is?
I'm picking the
You know what
Jets
it
to
is?
win. They're gonna beat the fucking Cowboys next week. How much you want to bet?
You know what it is? 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 You want the Jets to win, so that when the Giants win, you jump them. I know.
No, like I genuinely, I believe in the Jets
Is that sack?
more than you.
Is that
do.
sack? Is that sack?
No, stop. Shut up. Stop talking, please.
Please tell me it's a sack. Please tell me it's a sack. Please. Please, for the light.
Is
For the light.
it?
Please, please, please. If it's a sack, I win money. If it's a sack, I win money.
I think.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think it might be
I don't know.
Check it for
I
the
don't know.
delay. Check it.
I don't know if they're gonna count it. I don't know. Or they're counting it.
Yeah, Dak Prescott got sacked. Yep, for the lay.
We won a fucking parlay, boys!
Yeah?
We won a parlay!
Oh, let's go. How much was the lay?
It only took 4 weeks, but we
Oh
won
my
a
God.
parlay. Jordan Love over 200 yards. Dak Prescott over 200 yards. Josh Jacobs anytime. Javonte Williams anytime. Ferguson 25 yards. Golden 30. Prescott passing touchdown. Jordan Love a passing touchdown. And Micah Parsons with a sack. Let's go, boys.
Yo, how much is
We're
that?
in
That's a
there.
lot of fucking legs right there.
5 for 150. We take those. We take those. We take those.
Ooh, nice.
Let's fucking go, boys.
Let's go. All right. Fucking Packers are going to get a chance after this field goal attempt to score.
But yeah, respectfully, we ain't winning.
All right. Now, the Giants versus the Saints, I promise you, if we fucking lose that game, I might fucking jump out a window. Because there's no way we fucking look good against the Chargers, and then we all of a sudden the fucking Saints just come rolling into fucking New Orleans, and we just can't fucking beat these boys. You kidding me?
I feel the same way about tomorrow. I feel the same way.
Are you kidding me? Like the fucking Saints are a fucking hot donkey ass, and you're telling me
Now. They played well against the Bills today. They did. They kept it close. The Bills didn't blow them out till late. But still.
I think the Giants have a way better defense than the Bills. Just gonna say it.
Yeah.
Just gonna say it. Just gonna say it. And if Jackson Dart versus Spencer Rattler, oh my god, what a QB matchup for the ages. Jeez. I'm so ready for that. I think Cam Skadden was gonna have a good day. Jackson Dart's gonna look good as long as he's efficient with the football and looks good. Gives his defense a chance. That's all you really need. That's it. I think they win like a 24 to like 14 game. I'll give them that.
They better win. Let's just say that. They better win. Probably the 4:25 primetime game, the Broncos play the Eagles. That's an interesting game.
If the
Broncos are
Eagles
not
get
playing
smoked
well.
by a good defense, just say I told you so, because I swear if they get fucking, they might just fucking start getting fraud checked early in this season. Because that offense, man, they are so stagnant. If that defense can't stop a leaky pipe, I don't know.
But I will say this. That Bronco offense has not played well, and Bo Nix has not played. Now, he plays Monday night against the Bengals in a shitty defense, so that's going to be a big game. He has to prove it.
Mm-hmm.
But if he doesn't play well tomorrow, it's kind of going to be a trend right now. He has not played well. and that Broncos offense has not looked great. So I could see the Eagles doing enough again and getting a moment again where that defense steps up. They get to stop and they win the game. I could very easily see it.
Oh, I won in no, I didn't win in fantasy. Not yet in this one. In this league, my George Skittle McGriddle George Kittle, I didn't win yet. I have Josh Jacobs though. This guy has
Josh
Jacobs.
Jacobs.
Okay.
Josh Jacobs had a game.
Yeah, he has 2 tutties, 86 yards. He's cooking. Josh Jacobs, let's get the
It's
rock.
Packer
No?
team, yeah. It's Packer team, yeah.
Okay.
Because they lost to the Browns, so I don't know how seriously they can take them. But they play well. I think they're very much like if they make the playoffs, they're a tough team to play in the playoffs. I firmly believe that. I think they're much better than they were last year if they stay healthy. I think Jordan Love is this year, but they lost to the Browns. So I don't know how serious that take is.
Who, the Packers?
The Packers.
I mean, there's trap games all the time. So I think like, oh wow. Oh no. Oh, that's intentional grounding. Oh, what a dick. What a dummy. Wow. Terrible. All right, we got anything else to discuss about here?
Just run through some quick things real quick.
I was gonna say no. I think we're good, but I guess we have some more
Oh
stuff.
no.
You have to talk. We have to talk about one big thing. One real big thing. Oh, you know.
Well, first of all, the baseball season has ended.
Oh yes, you go right ahead, Daniel.
Please.
First of all, the Yankees are in the playoffs. They finished in the wild card spot. They're playing the Red Sox Tuesday. So
Let's go see the game.
okay. So they're playing the Red Sox in the wild card series.
Jess, didn't we fucking call it? Didn't we fucking call it? Just saying.
Yes, because why do people forget the greatness of the Yankees? Why? Why are we always constantly counted out, but we always show up? That is why the Yankees are the motherfucking Yankees. And this is from a very barely casual baseball fan.
Ain't it fun? Ain't it fucking fun?
Yeah. On the flip side, the other side of the city, if you were to say that, the Mets did not make the playoffs today. They had.
So I thought they were already counted out, but you're saying that no, they had a chance.
No, they had multiple. Yes, they had multiple chances. So basically, the scenario was this. I'm gonna spare you the long. The scenario was this: they needed Cincinnati Reds to lose, and they needed to win, right? So it had to be a two front for this game. So the Reds were playing Milwaukee. Milwaukee already clinched and nothing to play for. Yet they still put out a decent lineup. So long story short, Milwaukee actually beat the Reds today, which is very surprising. The Reds are not a great team. They're going to get smoked in the first round. They made the playoffs because the Mets today decided to lose 4-0 to the Miami Marlins. Now, why did that happen? It's just been the microcosm of what this team has done all year. The pitching has been absolutely inconsistent and dog shit. The bullpen outside of Edwin Diaz has been absolutely dog shit. The offense, the lineup, just everything about this lineup is absolutely dog shit. It's so inconsistently bad. It's so there hasn't been any form of consistency the entire year. And that's saying that when Juan Soto and Pete Alonso had 250 RBIs, and Lindor had a 30 home run year. Like, this team scored runs, just not when it mattered. And guess what? When it mattered most, when it had to be a must-win game, no matter what, that this team has to show up for, they lost 4-0 and got shut out. How do you get shut out when you need to win? How do you do that? We're the Mets. That's how. Of course, right? We're just a car crash waiting to happen. Like it's the most Met thing ever. And the sad part is that you kind of saw it coming since June. After the All-Star break, you've seen this team dwindling and dwindling and dwindling. The pitching staff, which I pointed to was my biggest area of concerns when the year started, failed. Kodai Senga got sent to the minors and sucked. Sean Manaea got hurt and never came back healthy and sucked. Frankie Montas was a human piece of garbage, trash and trash can burned, sucked. Right? David Peterson decided to, not be good after the All-Star. He sucked. He had a 12 ERA his last 5 starts. How do you have a 12 ERA last? Who does that? We had to rely on our 3 kids who came up way too early and put too much expectations on them. But shout out to Noah McLean, Brendan Sproat, and Jonathan, because you kids did well. Shout out to them. They're the future of this team. And then the trade deadline acquisition of Cedric Mullins, who sucked. Of Ryan Helsley, who sucked. Taylor Rogers was good. Gregory Soto sucked. Like, they didn't do anything at the deadline. And then the offseason where we got Jose Siri, guess how many hits he had with the Mets in an entire season? 2. He sucked. Everybody on this team either had a down year or just sucked. You don't win games like that, but yet this team had 55 wins at the All-Star break. And if one game went their way, that if they were able to make a save, able to get one more run, able to get a walk-off win at any point during the season, they'd be a playoff team. They would be. And they weren't. Because this team sucked. It sucked so fucking bad, and it was so painful to watch. Every single game was just it's like again, like I'm watching a car crash, only I'm in the car flipped over every night. Every night. It was so painful to watch in September as his pitching staff just could not make it past the 5th inning. It just could, like, the bullpen had to be used by the 5th inning because the starting rotation sucked. It was terrible. Look, I'm not surprised the Mets probably wouldn't have won shit in the playoffs, but this team was expected to make the series. They were 2 games away from that last year. This team was supposed to be better than the team last year. And they just completely collapsed. But yet, that's what the Mets do. It's what we are. It's who we are. We're the Mets. We suck. Somehow we're still the worst organization. And the Jets are here. How is that possible? But it's not surprising. Because again, we're the Mets. This is what we do. So outside of Lindor, who's here for another 6 years. Soto's here for another 14 years. Alonso, who's going to be a free agent, needs to be re-signed. And Edwin Diaz, who could opt out, and if he does, I'll give him a blank check. He didn't suck. He was actually amazing. Outside of those 4, everybody else is either gone, fired, traded, cut, released, sent to the moon, sent to the sun. I don't care. Get them out of New York. Because they just look terrible. I'm over. I'm over it. I got it out, and I'm moving on. That's it. That's all I can do. That's all I have left. I just move on. Because this is what the Mets do to me every year. We just bring up my hopes, and we just break my heart in half. And we move on.
T's and P's, my friend. T's and P's.
Not everybody can be the Yankees. Just saying.
All right, real quick. Let's go through NBA. All right, Al Horford signed with the Warriors. Sure. WNBA, the Aces and Fever are going to Game 5, and the Suns beat the Lynx. They're going to NBA Finals. Real quick, these games should be 7 games. Why are they best of 5? Let's get over ourselves, WNBA. Let's be
I don't know, but don't you think it's fucking ironic that Caitlin Clark, she's not playing, right?
No.
And they're in that's crazy.
That just goes to show
That's
you how good that fucking team was.
Yeah.
yeah.
That team
It
was
really sucks.
yo. If they had her, they probably win. They probably would have smoked the Aces in a couple games. Probably wouldn't
But
nine.
again,
Probably would have 5. Huh?
respectfully, why was the first round series best 2 out of 3, and why is this best out of 5? Why we like this?
That's the WNBA.
Why we like this? Let's let's be a real, a real sports league and go 5 games or 7.
And to be honest, yeah, like they would.
Well, maybe they're going to see how this playoff revenue does. And if the demand is there, in about 2, 3 years, you may just get that.
Probably.
Especially if she comes back and she's in the playoffs.
I don't know.
It's fun. It's fun seeing the Fever win because, like, it's like, damn, they winning without Caitlin Clark. Imagine if they had her.
I mean, whether they win or lose to the Aces, it's tomorrow, right? The game's tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be dangerous next year.
It was a fantastic year because Caitlin Clark was pretty much injured for like the whole entire season, which is crazy. Wilson catch. Are they gonna tie this fucking game up? Oh, this is gonna
They
suck.
might.
Oh.
They gotta go quick. It's going over the middle. There's wall.
Oh, they're going for the TD. Love. They have 1 second left, so they're gonna tie the game.
Are we gonna get the very famous, infamous NFL tie? Who doesn't love a good tie?
Well,
now McManus, I think, missed from this range or had a block.
first off, they were taking their sweet ass time the entire time, right? Look at Tucker Kraft, stupid ass. Get behind the line, dummy. And it's good. And the game is tied.
Wow. We have the first tie of the NFL year.
Oh, wow. I hate when they do this. This is what happens when you don't have sudden death. You see how that's stupid? Oh,
And you know what?
this is worse. I get it.
I have the perfect transition. Oregon beat Penn State in double overtime. We had a definitive winner. They put the ball at the 25. Both teams had a chance to possess, and we had a winner after 2 overtimes. Just saying. In
I
college,
hate
there's
this.
no ties.
This is stupid. This is stupid. They need to bring back sudden death. Fuck this. Other team get a chance. No, because why are we a professional football and we're getting ties like this?
Or my thing is like, so let's say the Green Bay Packers have the ball to start, they score, right? And then they score. And then the Cowboys have a chance to tie the score or potentially like score a touchdown, right? And and then the next person who scores after that wins the game. That's how it probably should be. But they don't do that. So they just have a 10-minute quarter, and I don't think it should be timed in the sense that there's the play clock, but like in the sense that like you have like just 10 minutes.
Just do what college does. Like, it's just that easy. You put the ball at the 25. Both teams have a chance on offense and defense. And then if we're still tied up to 2 OT, you have one play. Make the 2-point conversion or don't. These are NFL professionals. It's not going to go on forever. It may last 1 or 2 plays. It's fun. It's exciting. There's no play clock. There's no time to play. You know what you're going to get. Nobody wants to see, respectfully, nobody wants to see, a team drive down the field. They want to see him in the red zone go best on best. That's how the game should be decided, respectfully. And if you want to change it for the playoffs and Super Bowl, that's fine. I can respect that. For the regular season, let's have a little fun.
You know the NFL's the no fun league. Why would you say that? You want fun? It's a no fun league. What do you think this is? Huh? You think shit's sweet? Huh? We got fucking money to make, huh? All right, let's go to fucking Azerbaijan or something in like Dubai, whatever. Let's fucking play a football game.
All right, let's go. Let's go quick. Virginia beat Florida State. Ohio State beat Washington. Notre Dame beat the dog water off Arkansas for 13. Illinois beat USC. Georgia Tech beat Wake Forest. Bama beat Georgia, ending Georgia's 33 straight at-home win streak.
Whew.
Shout out Bama. Ole Miss beat LSU. Ole Miss now the 4th-ranked team in the country. And Oregon beat Penn State. James Franklin could not win a big game the same. Pereira better beat Ankalaev on next Saturday because that's gonna help my sanity a little bit. Sanhagen hopefully beats Marab. That'd be fun.
He won't.
We're all pulling for Yuri. Yuri's hopefully will win. Josh Emmett might actually win a fight. Who knows? And who is the last one on this card? Joe Pfeiffer. Sure. Why not? Beat a German. Go America. Anything else to add, Lewis?
Nah, I'm good. Tired.
Okay.
As well.
Just wanna
USA.
say-
Last thing.
Well, I want to say something.
Okay.
I watched the College Game Day interview with Marcus Freeman, and it was such a beautiful Saturday treat to have. I knew he was gonna win. He looked poised for the W. That's all I wanted to say.
I'm glad you're done gushing over him. I'm so happy. I'm glad.
Let me
to end
have
the
this.
show-
Let me have this little treat, okay?
To end the show the right way with my little treat. Actually not a treat because Team Europe beat USA in the Ryder Cup. They got absolutely dog walked in Long Island and embarrassed themselves. They 1-2. They were down 8 points to 3.
Wait,
So
who
that
won? The USA or Europe?
no, Team Europe won.
Oh shit!
But
Who won
USA
last year?
they fought back today. I think the total was like 15 to like 13. It's a point total. But once you hit 14, you win. But the Ryder Cup was fun. A lot of abuse being thrown. That was fun. Long Island was Long Island. And we'll do it again in 2 years. But the Ryder Cup's one of the best sporting events in the world. But Team USA lost for a second straight year to Team Europe. That's it for the topic goes.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. We're tired. This has been
Shout out Bad Bunny.
Shout out Bad Bunny. We had a fucking
Shout out
tie.
Bad Bunny, so excited.
Yo, I'm so excited for that. I really want to know what songs he's gonna perform.
You have to make a short out of what I said, Lewis,
about Bad Bunny.
about the racist fucks who need to shut the fuck up.
I got
That's
you.
right.
I got you.
Shut the fuck up, racist fucks.
That's right. Fuck them. Pieces of shit. All right. We'll see you guys next week. Take it easy.